I'm Chris Kubal. Here's a look at your Local 5 weather impact forecast. Temperatures for this evening into the overnight down through the 40s. We have a solid shield of rain. We'll introduce some rumbles of thunder too after about 8 o'clock as we see some thunderstorm development into Kansas, Nebraska, and that tries to nose into southern Iowa. Rain so far, that's really only since this afternoon, 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch. We're going to tack on, it looks like in some locations, an additional inch. So in the end, we'll be looking at totals very commonly 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches across central and southern Iowa. If there's a location to really miss out on the rain, it's going to be areas north of Highway 20. As we go with Futurecast on through time, you do see those rumbles of thunder build up across the south. Nothing severe here, perhaps some small hail, but we'll avoid anything significantly robust. We'll clear things out through the overnight, and we'll go into Friday, kind of a sneaky, nice day setting up. Now, I do believe Futurecast is too cool on the temperatures, but we should be able to turn things around well into the 50s and have some sunshine take back over after some morning clouds, and a quiet one for once. Tonight, 40 degrees. Those rumbles of thunder will arrive again after about 8 o'clock. Sunshine will build back in on Friday, a call for a high of 58 degrees. It'll be a mix of upper 50s to about 60 degrees, still a little bit on the warmer side of things, closer to the Missouri border in southeastern Iowa. Friday's quiet, but we'll build back into the rain chances on Saturday and also Sunday. Getting into early next week, well, those rain chances are lower. The threat level with those rain chances goes a little bit higher. I'll explain my thought process behind this coming your way. Now on Sunday, those temperatures trying to build back up. We should get back up into the 60s into the evening, then charging up into the 80s for early next week. That helps build some fuel for thunderstorms. Weather impact alert day in place for Monday and now Tuesday in particular into the evenings on both of those days. So here's what we're looking at as we check out the severe weather outlook. Our areas being highlighted as severe storms being possible into the long range. Now, Monday's threat looks to be more conditional. We have the ingredients in place, but there's question marks on if we can actually get those storms to fire. On Tuesday, I believe that looks to be a little bit better in actually getting those storms to come to fruition. And there would be all storm threats being possible on that. We go through the weekend with some scattered showers, some embedded rumbles of thunder, especially in the second portion of the day. We get into Sunday, there's development, especially over the eastern half of the state. It's this next developing area of low pressure that we'll be watching to bring the severe risk into the state. But notice this on Monday as we go on, we'll see the storm's really up to the north. Now, I have plotted the thunderstorm energy kind of underneath the rain, taking the clouds out of the equation. So that's what you're looking at here in the yellow. And that's a lot of energy. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your perspective, the lid looks like it may try to stay on the atmosphere over Iowa. If we can get it to release, that would certainly mean some larger boomers in the end. Here's the extended forecast. We have back-to-back days with 80s and now a weather impact alert for both Monday evening and Tuesday evening. We'll be tracking that time frame for you very closely. We'll start to cool things down the rest of the week and quiet out that pattern. May not be pristine. Some low-end rain chances on Wednesday and Friday as well. Temperatures in the low to mid 60s, pretty common for the time of year. We'll revert back to that by next weekend.